video like this, technically Meet the Alters L, except it was more of like a Nico integration video than it was Meet me, L. If you didn't know, I am the product of a mixture of our previous host, L, spelt E-L-E, and an alter protector called Nico. And they combined, and now I am kind of a different person in a way, but I'm also like 50-50 both of them. My name is L, spelt just like the letter L. I am the host. I am non-binary, and I know that I look like a girl right now. Sometimes I don't, sometimes well, no matter what I do, people will think I look like a girl, but sometimes I don't want to. So do with that what you will. I identify as non-binary all the time, but in terms of what I get dysphoria for fluctuates pretty bigly. So it's kind of interesting. I don't know. It's almost like gender fluidity, except I do identify as non-binary 100% of the time. I would prefer pronouns they, them. If you call me she, I'm not going to rip you a new one. Like, I expect that. He, like, when I get a he, as if anybody, I get a he at all, it's like, whew, it's kind of nice, but I guess that's because it's like, I don't hear it often, so if you call me he, I'll probably love you a little bit. What are you, okay, so I, myself, am asexual, but I am romantically attracted to women. I look pretty much exactly like this. I identify with the way the body looks, which is pretty cool. As for like my style and the way I dress, a lot of the time I dress goth, and I listen to goth music, and I'm just kind of a goth a lot of the time. But then sometimes I like to add color themes or whatever just for the aesthetic pleasure of it. Like if I'm wearing blue chair earrings, I'll put on some blue eyeshadow. Yeah, I'll wear like dresses and corsets and fishnets whenever I'm dressing feminine, but when I'm dressing masculine, I'll like put on like baggy black jeans and like a 90s black t-shirt or something like that. Anyways, my role in the system is that I am the host. I am the alter responsible for everyday life. My personality, so I'm very, very existential, and I'm very focused, and there's not a whole lot of things that I enjoy talking about except for the things that I like have a huge hobby for. And so it makes it so that it's kind of hard to make good friends because there's only like a few people that are willing to like be interested in the things that I'm interested in, and those things being just like philosophical things and psychology especially. I have a huge special interest in psychology, that kind of thing, and also my sense of humor is a bit weird sometimes, and so it's difficult to find a friend where they say things that I actually find funny and they think the things that I say are funny. Anyways, what is your relationship like with the other alters in the system? So with Max, he's like one of my best friends I've ever made. I love talking to him. We do very funny things together. It is very funny. We have a good time. Ginger, she's like my older sister. I enjoy like having evenings with her and like chats and cups of coffee with her, and she motivates me a lot. She comforts me when I'm upset. It's a great relationship. With Elena, there's a bit of a conflict there, and we're both really mature, so like we're never like getting active conflict, at least not as much anymore. But she doesn't like she doesn't have a good I don't know how to phrase this. She doesn't like anybody, so she's not gonna like me, you know? And yeah, she's just a kind of angry all the time, so it's hard to like make good friends with her. And with Augie, oh, I forgot my relationship with Augie. It's so Augie's 7, he's a little alter. I love him to death, I really do. I love the person that he is. And oh gosh, he has such a beautiful mind. We talk sometimes, but it's not like as close of a relationship as it is with like Ginger or Max. What are your hobbies? So psychology, for one. I'm a psychology major. I do make music, and I play several instruments, and I sing, and I like to produce songs, and it's fun. I love writing as well, like writing stories and stuff. It's something that I'm really good at, but I never know what to sit down and write. Sometimes I get ideas and then I start them, but then I never finish them. What does your room in the inner world look like? Pretty similar to my room. I don't know, it's just very eclectic. The walls are green, there's lots of mushroomy things in there. I don't really know how to describe it. It's got lots of things in it. Is that good? Plants? I don't know. It's a very nice, fun space to be in. What kind of music do you listen to? What's your favorite song? Hole, Courtney Love's band. Nirvana, The Cure, lots of goth stuff, like Velvet Condom. I really like Velvet Condom. She passed away. Geometric Vision. Yeah, a lot of the songs I have are just like, I don't like pick an artist, become obsessed with them, and then listen to all their songs. A lot of the time it's like I have one song from like 70 different artists, so I can't say I listen to like one artist in particular because I just like know one song by like everybody. I don't know. Are you introverted or extroverted? Introverted. I really, yeah. Really love being alone. It's great. Do you hold trauma? Yeah. Well, yeah. But that's only I've worked hard to hold trauma. Because I've had to like, I didn't connect with it for a long time. Like, I didn't know why Elena was feeling ways, and I didn't think I had trauma actually. And when I say hold trauma, I mean like hold the emotions. And because before I would have said, I don't have any trauma. Like, you know, like 4 or 5 years ago, I would have said, I don't have any trauma. And the truth is, I knew everything that happened, at least to my knowledge. But I just literally suppressed it so hard to where, like, if anybody would ask you, do you have this kind of trauma? I would have been like, no. But then at some point I stopped and thought about it, like, a few years ago, and I was like, I guess there is that one instance. And then that one instance, I started over time remembering more and more things, and then, oh shit, I have DID, and then there's kind of a flood of, oh, now I realize all the things that happened to me and the effects that this altar has been experiencing. Through therapy and through inner work, I've been able to string in some of those experiences and integrate them back into me. So now I have a little more trauma. I don't know how to describe how that's helpful to me, but it is. Do you have any disorders? If so, what are they? So I don't know if I want to share all of them, but I'll share some of them. I have DID. I have CPTSD, which, you know, kind of goes with DID. If you have DID, you have to have PTSD. Depersonalization, derealization disorder, which a lot of people with DID experience, but for me it's been monumental, like one of the hardest disorders I've ever struggled with. I, for years, constantly felt like I was dreaming, and it was very dysphoric, and I couldn't connect with anybody. And as a consequence, I ended up developing OCD, where I would sit and obsess about this, essentially, and write. I would write my brains out, trying to figure out what was happening and why I was different from everybody else. But I didn't just feel different from everybody else because I had depersonalization, derealization disorder. It was also because I was a completely different neurotype and I didn't realize it, which leads me into my next thing, and that is that I have Asperger's as well, which you probably can't tell because I kind of mask, at least to some degree, in these videos. Like in my DID subliminal videos, I was really masking. Now I'm masking probably a little less. If I weren't to mask, I'd probably seem kind of unlikable and rude in this video, but yeah, I have Asperger's, and with that there's also a high comorbidity rate with ADHD, which I also have, and I feel like people won't believe me because how can one have so many disorders, but just trust me. What's your favorite color? Oh, God, great question. I like all of them, really, but I really like black. And I would have said red before, but honestly, I don't care about red anymore. Well, I still love red, but like maybe purple as well. And for that, I think that concludes it. I want to make one of these for all of the alters. We just made one for Ginger. Might even remake it because like quality as far as like the way the video is filmed, she didn't film it very well. And also like the phone died in the middle and we just didn't finish it. So we might have to refilm that one. But yeah, I think I'll probably introduce you to Max next. So let me know if you have any questions in the comments if YouTube does not turn the comments off this time because it thinks I am a kid.